Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by again today. The search for the perfect woman, or should I say, the perfect Filipina. Let's have that discussion today. If I see another single mom video that's basically putting Filipinas down, I'm going to scream. A lot of people watching my video now, they're self-professed Christians. So I'm coming right out of the Bible with this one. I grew up in church. My father was a Baptist preacher. And somewhere in Genesis, y'all may have to correct me, there's a verse. And this is God speaking. He said, it's not good for man to be alone. So I'm going to create, I'm going to make a helper comparable to him. Okay, end of quote. Well, what does comparable mean? It just means similar, like unto, you have some things in common. So the single mothers that y'all keep putting down were created by single dads or single fathers, men just like them. So what do? Why don't we just take the advice of God in your search for a woman? Why don't you find a woman similar to you? But no, we want a woman either below us or above us. This is just what I'm seeing over here. We come over here with these just unbelievable expectations. If you lazy, then you're probably gonna get along with a lazy woman. Don't try to come over here and find an ambitious woman. If you undereducated, then you're probably gonna be better off with an undereducated woman. I was always told that what you admire in a person in the beginning, you're gonna end up resenting in the end. Anyway, okay, so you say, I want an independent woman. That's what we say. Okay, because we're picky, man. We're choosy as senior citizens over here. We got the memo. These women over here, they're poor. They need our money. And 18 to 80 blank crazy. And we take it to a whole other level. So we want a woman that's got her own job, her own money, her own place, her own car. And eventually, you're going to resent her for that. Because every day she's going to show you, I don't need your old ass. She's going to start ignoring you, or you're going to feel ignored, and you're not going to like it. Oh, you don't appreciate me. So you want an independent woman. Be careful what you wish for. But to be these broken down old senior citizen men who come over here, we sure have some high standards. You self-professed Christians, you won't even listen to your God. He says we need a woman comparable to us, or comparable to us, similar. But we don't want that. We're in search of the perfect woman. You say, oh, I want a traditional woman. I want her to stay at home. And then later on, you're going to resent, oh, you don't have any ambition. You don't want nothing out of life. Because we're not following directions. You should have standards, but don't be stupid with it. Okay, take a good look in the mirror and say, okay, this is the type of woman I need to be looking for then. I don't like to work out, but then you want a fitness instructor. You a 2, but you want a 10. Okay, because we're shallow. You say, I want a beautiful woman, then a few years pass and she gains a little weight and, her looks start to fade. Now you want to throw her away and start all over, because that's really what we're doing when we come over here. We literally want to start over. We're coming over here with just suitcases of garbage and past. But we just want to leave all that in our own country and start all over. I don't want a woman with a child. I don't want a woman without a job and without an education. I want a 10. And there's nothing wrong with having standards, but let's be reasonable. There is no perfect woman out here, guys. This isn't to put the woman down. This is a message to the men. You may be happier if you just listen to what the Creator said. Your God said. He's giving you instruction. Not Sunshine Shoulders. Sunshine Shoulders is just as flawed as you are. But he says he's going to send you a woman, a helper, comparable to you or comparable to you. Similar is what we need. But every time you look on the internet, oh, single mom, should you date single mom? Beware of single moms. The reason the Philippines has so many single moms, let me tell you something. The last U.S. Census said that the United States has the highest rate in the world of children living in single parent homes, but it includes men and women. Yeah, the Philippines has, proportionally more single moms here than in America. But don't ever get it twisted. The United States has the highest rate of children living in single parent households. So when you point the finger, there's 4 pointing back at you or 3 pointing back at you. I said that to a guy in one of my comments today, but it was on another video. He wants to put down these women over here. We come over here like we're perfect. You either want a woman below you or above you. You don't want a woman similar to you. You don't even want to follow directions. And then you wonder why you can't find a woman comparable to you. I made the video the other day, the beginning of the end, people went crazy. Because we're so different. It doesn't take a rocket science to figure that out. But then the verse in the Bible says he's going to send a woman comparable to you, similar to you, like you. You got things in common. That's what we need to be looking for. We're delusional. We're just as delusional as the women we're running from. There are no perfect women here. There are no perfect women anywhere. You're not perfect. And everything you admire, what you think you love in a woman, beginning and the end, you're going to resent it. Mark my words. Okay. Oh, I want a woman who can communicate. Then pretty soon, you're going to want her to shut her damn mouth. Okay, because she's going to be telling you, holding you accountable for your bullshit all through the relationship. So just take a look in the mirror and be honest with yourself and say, okay, I want a single woman with no children. Then maybe if you're single with no children, maybe that'll work. Or I'm educated, so I want an educated woman. I'm not going to be undereducated and then look for a woman over here with a PhD. It's not going to work. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. This came across my mind because I got up this morning in the first video I saw a single mom. Why the Philippines has so many single moms? And I'm like, I just saw a video the other day. Should you date single moms in the Philippines? And the other one, beware of single moms over here. And I'm thinking, well, single moms were created by single dads, by men like them, comparable to them. But we put all the blame on the woman, like she did that herself. She laid down, became a single mother herself. I'm not preaching, guys. This just came across my mind because to be old and broken and everything else that's going on with us, we sure are picky. We sure are choosy. We're delusional. Okay, at this point in your life, man, should you have standards? Absolutely. But don't be stupid. You go from being Mr. Nobody. Remember, we're Mr. Nobody in our own country, if you're being honest. Nobody calls you. Nobody comes to visit you. Nobody gives a damn about you. Now all of a sudden you come over here and now you Mr. Somebody. Oh, you got 1 or 2 kids, lady. I don't want to deal with you. Although I got 7 at home. Okay? So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by I don't help somebody. We're going to spin the wheel 5 times this week. School started back. There's no sense in stretching it out for 10 weeks. Shout out to Lynn. You know who you are. Be safe over there in Bahrain. I believe there's U.S. bases over there. They could be a target if we decide to strike Iran. And I caught hell for that. The same stuff that's going on about Iran, if you would just open your mind, went on about Iraq 20 years ago. The same people who are pushing for war with Iran will push us into war with Iraq. So be careful over there, Lynn. School starting. I know people need school supplies over here. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Okay, stop looking and searching for the perfect woman. She's not out here. Instead, do what your God said. Find a woman comparable to you, comparable to you, like you, similar to you, that has things in common with you. I'm going to say to you, like I say to everybody else, congratulations for now, because eventually it's going to blow up on you.